Hello once again. Market close. All right. So I want to do some trades maybe potentially right now. I want to do some trades before the market closes potentially, or maybe right after it. All right. So today, firstly, what's up, James? That's an awesome comment that I just pinned for. That is, Robbie probably wants us to sell today before it drops to 3. That is hilarious. That is, I died laughing before I saw this. All right, so I want to do some trades today. Yeah, I want to do some trades. Let me make sure, is the audio good? Is everything all right? Is everything working all right? I hope everything is sounding all right. I am a total noob as far as streams, and I get scared. I get very paranoid every time I don't see the chat like rapid firing, so that's why I'm kind of freaking out right now. Anyways, I'm going to assume everything is cool for BioNano. For BioNano right now, we maybe will do some live trading here. Okay, cool. All right. Awesome. It's just my other computer just sucks then, which I already did. Yeah, I know. I already knew it sucked. Anyway, all right. So for BioNano, I want to do some live trades potentially today, but what I want everyone to focus on is that if you watched the earlier BioNano, the emergency update video, you know, the exponential moving average, the EMA here, that is the thing that is killing us right now. We are really struggling to get above that and hold above it, right? It's at 511 right now. We are struggling. We are 510 right now. We are really struggling to get above that. And I got to watch the full ad so you can get that check. Oh, few tips. Oh my God. My friend, you're a legend, my friend. Yeah, but for BioNano, I want to do some live trades today, but I also want to say congratulations everyone who during the pre-market, during that start stream, during the start of that. I mean, that was a scary ass time. And right now we're doing much better. JMIA is up 35% on the day, 35% in one day since lows, since I added in the pre-market today. And I just want to say, you guys, I thank you all so much for I mean, of course you're not investing based on what I'm saying, and I don't want you to do that, but thank you for hearing me out and agreeing with me that it was dumb to sell this morning. But then again, you can also make the argument like, hey buddy, you've been saying that for a while. That's true, but I mean, come on, this morning was a little bit different, was it not? The Bollinger Bands and the RSI, I mean, come on. Anyways, yeah, I want to do some live trades though, so I don't know if we're going to do, I was thinking we're going to do some BNGO or JMIA trades, but right now there's not really anything I love as far as the charts, the short-term charts. So maybe we can just do a day trade. I've got plenty of day trades left. Maybe we can do a day trade on one of these stocks right here. Also, we want to watch the markets closely. We are dumping. We're getting a bit of a sour hour right now. We want the markets to close. Well, pretty much if the markets close anywhere close to where they are right now, we're good. We've got a lot of we're doing pretty good as far as where the Nasdaq is right now. If we look at the Bollinger Bands here, actually, let me look at some other indicators real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think we got any flips. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, so we got nothing. We got no flips, basically. Yeah, we're not going to close. I don't think we're going to close that high. So that we don't really. Yeah, for the Nasdaq, we just want Nasdaq to close above 13.285. So 13.285, 13.285. So basically right around here. We want the Nasdaq to close right above, around, if we can stay less than, if we can stay where we are right now, we're totally cool. BNGO up 35% by Friday. Ooh, my friend, that's a bold call right there. Honestly, with earnings revenue, if we beat earnings revenue, there's definitely a serious chance for that. Do you know anything about ETC? Isn't that crap? I forgot what that is again. Someone asked me about this earlier. Was it you? Yeah, no, I don't know anything about this. No, my friend, I'm sorry. Honestly, I was surprised BNGO held that strong even when the market was down bad. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of true. But the thing is, there's a point that comes for every stock where institutions and whales, they have to recognize that this is too good of a deal to let go, and they start buying, and then it's over. Oh yeah, I think we talked about this one, ETC, earlier. Not earlier, but a couple of days ago. I recognize that chart because yeah. But yeah, as far as trades, what was I talking about? I want to do a day trade today, or at least entering in a position right now because just to make it a little more interesting. Plus, if we can find any good deals, that'd be nice. You know, there's nothing great that I love in the charts for anything really right now. I don't know. We'll see. BIOL is looking pretty interesting. That's one that's kind of interesting. But here's the thing: we broke down, went all the way down to 56 cents, and now we confirmed the break. We confirmed this as the new resistance. So the whole falling wedge bullish price target here, that is totally out of the window. That is totally done. So, you know, let's say BNGO goes up 35% by Friday. You taking some profits? That's a good question right there, my friend. If it went up 35% from now, maybe a small amount. It would depend on the markets, and it would depend on what sent it that high, but probably not. If I did, it would be a small amount. Very small amount. Hey guys, and I know there's some people there's two different people when it comes to this. There's people that say never sell, buy always, literally hold until we are beyond the moon. And then there's other people that say sell, take profits, always nothing, you know, reduce your risk, sell out, buy back lower. For me, it's somewhere in the middle. It's never a bad thing. Listen to me right now. Do not let anyone convince you. Do not let anyone convince you that selling is a bad thing. It is never a bad thing to take profits. But on the other side, right? Selling when BioNano is not even close to its fundamental value is a risky game for me. That's why if I was selling, you know, it would only be, last time I sold, I had like a 95% chance in my mind that we were going to dip, and we did. Obviously, I sold at like 767 last time. It was like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago when we were going up like 20% that one day. Remember that? That was so nice. Yeah, I sold 72 of my 472 shares. Now I've doubled that. I now have 899 shares. So yeah, I can see myself selling, I don't know, like 50 shares, 100 shares maybe, if we went up 30. And here's the thing, only if, what do you call it? If the signs are very clear. Like, I'm not going to sell just because, oh, we're up 35%. If the signs are really clear, if we're at that top Bollinger Band on the daily or something, you know, we're at a crucial, like a really strong resistance. If we're overextended, yes, you can sell. There is nothing wrong with profit taking, my friend. No, I don't. I totally disagree. But if you want to do the whole hold long, never sell, this, you know, long term, that is amazing too. But there's nothing wrong with the other way in my mind either. So, you think it's a reversal or a dead cat bounce? No, I don't think it is a dead cat bounce. I should have been more direct with the Nasdaq video that I said, but I mean, I pretty much was, but I didn't really say exactly what I thought because, you know, it's pretty obvious, I guess I would say. But the Nasdaq, every single time, if we look at the Nasdaq here, every single time it hits the ascending level, every single time, 5 times, and now 6 as of now, it's got a huge bounce. And if the Nasdaq bounces, what do you think is going to bounce with it? High growth. Russell 2000, it's very likely that the Nasdaq is going to pull everything else up with it, at least to a degree. Also, fundamentally, these stocks have, you know, they're so undervalued. So it's very hard for me to think this is a dead cat bounce. It's very hard for me. Very hard for me. No, I do not believe. Please make your own investing decision. Please make your own decisions, guys. But I'm not really selling that much. Obviously, I've taken a lot of profit off Jumia, right? I have a fair amount of buying power now. I did have like $4,000 in this. I sold more than half of it now. So I mean, when you go up 36% in a day, even if you're extremely undervalued for Jumia, here's the thing. Here, let me show you why I sold a little bit on Jumia. This is literally why, right here. 4-hourly Bollinger Band. We are struggling to hold that 4-hourly band. We've already had our correction up on the 4-hourly. On the daily, we have plenty of room to run on the daily, which is why I'm holding a sizable position, and which is why if we go all the way up to test this top band, I'm happy. I'm good for it. I'm good. You know, I'm ready. I'm glad if that happens. I hope it happens today. That would be awesome. Can you imagine Jumia going up another? That's like almost 100% right there. That's not going to happen probably. So yeah, that's kind of why I took a little bit of Jumia profit. Right there. It's never a bad thing to take profits, in my opinion, my friends. Never a bad thing. Surprising to see Nasdaq higher than the Dow. Yeah, I know, right? I know. It's such a weird thing. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Hopefully we don't get a last minute, you know, quick boom down to the downside. Let's just watch. Should we just watch the Nasdaq 1 minute chart? Honestly, this is probably the most important thing. Let's check the indicators here. We just got that bullish flip. Love it on the 1 minute at least. It's about time BNGO grew some bulls and flipped off the Nasdaq. Damn right. Damn right you are, my friend. let's look at the 5-minute for the Nasdaq. I want to look at some indicators. I want to look at the Bollinger Bands, and actually I don't want to look at the Bollinger Bands. I want to look at the SAR and the Supertrend. 5-minute, we got that flip. But look how many false signals are on the 5-minute. This is why the 4-hourly and the daily are better. Look at that false signal. Well, yeah, that is a false signal. This is a good signal. That's a false signal. This one is basically, I mean, that's not a false signal, but it's not a correct either, right? Buy here, sell here, right? I mean, you don't make any profit or lose anything really. So, but yeah, this is why I love the 4-hourly and the daily better. They're the most accurate. And they trump a lot of the smaller time frames, I think, for the SAR and the Supertrend. I'm still at work. Saw your alert on my phone. Ha 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 ha. True legend. That's true commitment, my friend. Oh man, JMIA is gone. JMIA is pushing through right after I said it's likely to get rejected. It's going. So that Bollinger Band is at 24.95. We're now at 25. It is at 24.99, and the price is now at 25.39. So, man, we'll see if it, we're probably a little bit overextended here. Not really. Look at the 1 minute. Let's see if we're overextended here. Yeah, we're a little overextended. You see, this is why the bands are so good. They're so accurate. You're hearing about the gas problem. You think it will be an issue with stocks. I have not really heard about that. I can go on an economic tangent on why a gas and oil shortage is probably not something that's, it's something that's a little fanciful if you want to do that. But I have not heard about that. Gas problem. No, I have not really heard much about that. Am I missing something? Send me a link. Send me a link if it's like a news headline. It probably is. I'm probably missing it. Yeah. So let's check some other ones. So yeah, JMIA is cooling off. Bitcoin. So Mara was an easy buy this morning. I mean, everything was an easy buy this morning. Let's be honest. Everything, literally. If you would have bought anything this morning, you're in a very nice spot right now. East Coast. Thoughts about coming earnings? That's a good question. For BioNano, it's a very auspicious time, I think. But for BioNano short term, I just really, what you need to do is you need to watch if we confirm the breakout above or below the EMA. And I know I said before in one of the videos, I went on a long tangent explaining why sometimes confirming the breakout is very hard for the 200-day EMA. It's very, it's prone to be false breakouts, false signals with the 200-day EMA as far as breaking out and breaking down. But still, there's so many resistances here. I mean, look, we have the descending level here. We have this rectangular level. And the reason why I'm not selling is because the chances of, I don't know if the chances are high for this, but the fundamentals will shine through, right? I say this every time. And I don't want to be the guy that's sold right here before it's, boom, which is going to happen inevitably, in my opinion. I don't know if it's going to be this year. I don't know if it's going to be a decade from now. I don't know if we're going to see all-time highs this year. I think we will. I think we'll see $20 this year if we get a bull market, but I don't know. We will see. There's a lot of questions. I'm like Keenan Grace. I'm holding BNGO in a chokehold. Haha. What's long term for you on BNGO? I could hold it. Honestly, if optical genome mapping, I can see myself holding BioNano for several years, up to decades, more than decades. Yeah. So it looks like UVXY, for some reason, is actually doing very well right now, which is actually really scary. The SRTY and SQQQ, those are doing pretty bad, which I'd like to see. But the UVXY is actually doing really good. And usually when this does good, the markets do bad. So that's actually a bearish sign. But yeah, the last few minutes, Nasdaq has been pushing, which I love to see. It's very bullish when you get that last 10-minute, 30-minute push and you go up. That means traders and short-term investors, they think tomorrow is going to be a good day. That's literally what they think, because a lot of brokerages obviously close at the market close. A lot of people don't trade with Webull. They can't trade the extended hour, so that sucks. You use the link below if you want to do that, my friend. Quick plug, my friends. Yeah, I'm long on BioNano, man. I think this is a company that you might want to hold. You might want to hold this not for life, right? You don't want to hold anything for life. Let's be honest. We're all here to make money. We're all here to make money, guys. Let's not get it twisted. And we're also here to help. I mean, BioNano is a good cause. It's healthcare. We're trying to invest our money, at least I am a little bit, right? Invest our money into something that actually has a chance at benefiting the world, right? BioNano certainly does. It certainly has that. 100%. It does have that. So the Nasdaq here, kind of scaring me right now. Let's go to the 1 minute chart for the Nasdaq. So we are seeing a little bit of a power hour right now. Also, are you planning to add more shares? or 700 and up. I have 899 shares, my friend. What are you talking about? 700? Get out of here. I have 899 BNGO shares, over 60% of the portfolio. So what, 60? Okay, wow, no, never mind. Okay, because it increased, because the value increased so much today, now it's, well, not so much. The options have, at least. Look at the options, right? They're tearing. But today, yeah, it's 70, 73, 74%. 74% of the portfolio is BioNano right now. 74%. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Yeah, I'm super long-term on BioNano. Super long-term, my friends. Also, let me know, well, I guess I'll save the plugs for the end because we got some important stuff. There's 6 minutes till market close. Are you still looking at JAGX? See, this is a company, wow, it's got, wow, man, this thing is so, well, it looks like most other chart, to be honest. But yeah, this thing, how much is it up? Is it down today? It's okay, it's even on the day. That's weird. This is a company that I don't know enough about, but I've had it on the watch list for a long time. I did trade this a while ago, actually, for some nice profits. But, yeah, I don't know enough about JAGX, my friend. Let's see. Are there any other auspicious trades? Don't let me forget. We want to watch the Nasdaq and see how it closes. We really want the Nasdaq to close on a good note. You know, we don't want it to boom. And signal that the traders think tomorrow is going to be a bad day. We want the traders to think it's going to be a good day tomorrow. That's what we want. And also for tomorrow, before I forget here. Actually, you know what? This is a good time to talk. Well, you know what? Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to talk about the other stuff after 3 o'clock, after the market closes. Let's see here. JMIA, man. JMIA is holding above that 4 hourly, man. This is why, guys, when you see a clear indication, right? Hey, we're at the 21 SMA, right? We're at a clear resistance level. I'm going to sell some shares. How much should I sell? If it's a company that's fundamentally undervalued and technically undervalued, only sell some of your shares. For me, I sold, a little bit more than half. So if JMIA still continues running, I'm great. I'm good with it. But the fact that we're at a resistance level and it's already went up 37% today from lows, that's a little scary. So that's why I sold out a little bit. Thoughts on SENS? That's a good question. If Nasdaq tanks on BNGO earnings, what can we expect? That's a good question. There's so many contingencies, my friend. Like, how much is the Nasdaq going down? Is BNGO earnings going to be good, bad, miss? Like, what's it going to be? But I'll say this. I said the earnings is kind of hard to predict. The reaction from earnings is really hard to predict. So I don't really want to give any strong opinions because the facts are this. On the earnings lately, everything has been going down off of great earnings. And last time BioNano did good, the Nasdaq was in a correction, right? Nasdaq was doing horrible, small caps horrible, high growth getting absolutely obliterated. Like they still are today, or at least prior to the last couple hours. These stocks, last time BioNano had earnings, we beat, and then the stock went down 2% the next day, or 6% or something. We literally went down after a beat on revenue and a match on EPS. So it's very hard to say. It's very hard to say what BioNano is going to do based on whatever earnings. If you want to tell me like, okay, BioNano is going to get $5 million in revenue and beat earnings per share by this much, I still don't know what to say because it's so earnings is so unpredictable. Also, we want to watch for the guidance. We want to watch for their plans for the future. What the CEO says, which I'm sure the CEO will say a ton of good stuff. He always does. So that'll be really fun. I want to know. Hopefully, someone asks him a question about the Sapphire 2.0 and their innovation as far as the Sapphire goes. Hopefully someone asks them about that. Okay, so it's 257. I'm almost gonna forget. All right, let's just go. Let's just keep it right here. So this is the Nasdaq. The green one is the Nasdaq, right? You know what? I think Actually, let's go to the 1 minute chart. I think the 1 minute chart may be a little better. Yeah, let's go. Let's just leave it right here. Yeah, BNGO earnings is going to be a fun one, man. Make sure you all are watching that. That's going to be the funnest live stream that we do, the most fun live stream we do. If it's good, or it's going to be we suffer together, which we've done plenty of times. Who can relate to the stream in the morning, right? We all got killed. All right, we're seeing some bullish prices. Let's look at the indicators for the Nasdaq here. We're bullish on the 1 minute, 5 minute. How are we looking? We're bearish on the 5 minute. Don't like to see it. 30 minute here. See, here's the thing that scares me with the Nasdaq, right? Of course, we got the bounce off that ascending level. I love it. But is Powell speaking tomorrow? That's a good question. We're going to go over the economic calendar after the close. We're going to go over that, my friend. I'll get you covered, Masab, my friend. But We don't have any signs of reversal as far as the Supertrend and the parabolic stop and reverse indicator going from the 30-minute all the way up to the daily. We have nothing. And of course, that's to be expected when the Nasdaq is down on the day, but still, it's something to keep in mind before you go life savings in. Now, of course, I'm way more bullish on the Nasdaq short term, but before I rant too much, we have 44 seconds ish till we close here. So let's go to the 1 minute chart. I don't like it. All right, our support is going to be right here, that SAR indicator. That 25% drop I called from mid to high fives came sooner than I thought. Safe to say it would drop even more. Wow, all right. Would you mind, I respect your opinion. I respectfully disagree, but can you tell me why you think we're going to dip more? Do you think it's the Nasdaq? Do you think high growth is not done dipping? Because I would disagree. But we definitely can. Inflation or JP interest rates, those things can send us into a bear market, man. Seriously, they can't. I think that's unlikely. Even that is unlikely, but it still could happen. And that's kind of what that's kind of the last hope for the bears right now, in my opinion. I think we're going to see, if we see a few more green days this week, we're going to get the reversal signs. We're going to get the daily SAR, the 4-hourly SAR, and we're going to be looking very good. I mean, we've touched the ascending level 5 times. Every single time we get a huge bounce, and we have not even started the bounce for the Nasdaq right now. So it's very hard for me to say, okay, so we just closed. I ranted through it like I knew I would. So yeah, the Nasdaq closed pretty sideways last few minutes, but yeah, we closed pretty sideways in power hour. We didn't really do anything, so that's interesting. Anyways, yeah, let's see how everything closed. And BioNano closed at 512 above the 200-day EMA at 511. That's pretty good. Now we're almost right back to it right after hours, almost right back to it. All right, so let's talk. I want to talk about the economic calendar. I want to talk about a lot of stuff here at the end here. So, yeah, let's go ahead and come over here to first. We'll do the economic calendar because there was a question about that. So Wednesday we have the CPI, Consumer Price Index. That could be good. We have core. We have inflation numbers here coming. A type of inflation numbers here. We have Fed Vice Chair, blah blah yada yada. No one cares. Fed President, yada yada. JP is not tomorrow, and I don't think JP is this week either. Yeah, we don't have JP this week, but I've heard a lot of people saying that this is going to be one of the most important things to watch right here. I don't know about that. We will see. I agree with me, Kevin. You're looking at things turning around when Q2 earnings drop. Man, I don't agree with me, Kevin. The whole S&P 500 correction thing. I mean, if we look at the S&P 500, let me look at the S&P 500 right here. Here we go. Let me look at this. All right, so yes, this thing is super overextended. Yes, it is. But you guys have to remember, the S&P 500, yeah, it's the best measure of the economy. Yeah, blah, blah, yada, yada. Another huge part of the economy is, or the markets, is the Nasdaq and high growth, which has gotten. I mean, the Nasdaq chart looks nothing like this. Absolutely nothing like this. So the fact that you think you're going to get a correction just based on one index, and of course that's not me, Kevin's whole spiel. He's got a whole spiel that I'm not totally aware of. But check this out. I mean, we already are closer to the bottom band than the top band. RSI is more neutral. Yeah, we're at 52. We're not that overextended on it. There's no indications as to there's no indicators on the S&P 500 pointing to we're being overextended. So if you're going to say the S&P 500 is going to be we're going to get a correction, you better have some fundamentals to back you up, like some inflation conspiracies, like something like that. Then not conspiracies, but you better the fundamentals are the only case for the bears. For a big time correction, I think, for the S&P. MVIS strong day. Yeah, it was ticking up. It picked it up, but later throughout the day, 5% up. This is one that I sold pre-market to go all in on JMIA when it was 20% down, into the day 7%. So that was it looks like in hindsight, that was a very smart move. So Medica finished strong. God, the after hours numbers here are so irrelevant. Like, they literally don't matter whatsoever, Yeah, shotgun facelift. Let me know why you think we're gonna get you think nothing is gonna turn around until Q2. I disagree, man. I disagree strongly, but who knows? You can be right. I've been wrong plenty of times, right? So let me look at, let me see what else we got. What else I want to talk about? So we got a ton of earnings dropping after hours. All right. We got 81, 71. We got plenty of earnings coming. I mean, not plenty. We got a fair amount of earnings coming throughout the week. But also, I want to talk about some other stuff that is not really super Nasdaq related. But I guess I was going to do this in the video, but then I was shooting it. It was just so bad. So I just wanted, I was like, might as well do it on the stream, because I feel like I do need to bring this up. And I did bring this up in the last stream a little bit. And I guess probably most people watching now probably already saw that. So I don't know. You know what? Maybe I'll do this stuff at the end. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, man. I'm winging the streams. You guys can tell I'm not like Meet Kevin professional style yet. All right, we're YouTube newbies. All right, we don't know what we're doing. Is the lighting good? But do y'all like the lighting better now? I think it looks better now. I don't know, man. We don't know what we're doing. The audio sounds sweet though. You got to admit that. Audio sounds just as good, if not better, than Meet Kevin's, in my opinion, right? ASXC up 13% today. Reports earnings today after hours. Yeah, I have this one on my main watch list if we can go out down here and find it. ASXC. This used to be TRXC. I think I missed it. Dang it. Here, let me just look it up. ASXC, yeah, this is an interesting one. This company is weird, man. I still don't understand. I have not done my due diligence on this company, but after reading it, it's such a weird company. I don't really understand it completely. It's such an esoteric. All the technology companies nowadays, good luck understanding them fully just based on the profile, Better than Chris Sains for sure. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, man. I appreciate that. So excited for earnings. I am really excited for earnings. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Hopefully, or it's going to be death. Who knows? Hey, they could be, maybe the reason for BioNano selling out is insiders and institutions that have a little bit of a heads up from the insiders. They know earnings is going to be horrible. Maybe that's why we've got so much of a sell-off, Obviously, you can make that case with any stock nowadays because everything's been going down before earnings that, for stocks that haven't had earnings yet. But, I mean, that's a bear case point potentially. I don't want to be biased, so that's something to keep in mind. Obviously, I don't think that's likely. Well, I don't think that I've already given you guys the case on why I think quarter one earnings is actually really bullish, especially given they're only projecting. I am so interested and I'm so perplexed as to why they are not increasing the revenue estimate. We got $4 million in revenue last quarter. We have Sapphire adoptions in Africa and in 2 large laboratories. This is $150K for one Sapphire kit and software and consumables and everything. $150,000. I mean, that may not seem like a lot, but when your revenue estimate is 2.9 million, that's a lot of money. And also the earnings per share, by the way, 5 cents in the hole, 5 cents loss for earnings per share. That is exactly what we had last quarter. And I do think BioNano overall, roughly, right? I'm not talking about a consistent line down for operating expenses, but I do think overall long-term operating expenses are going to go down roughly. Bro, you scared me this morning. Literally thought it was the end. Dude, I did too. I thought it was the end as well. Who didn't think it was the end this morning? When I woke up and saw JMIA down 20%, the first thought that came into my mind was market crash. I'm not even kidding. Okay, now obviously we're far from a market crash, but CPI releases tomorrow is a big deal for the markets. Yeah, I've heard that. I heard that on the stream yesterday, earlier today, and I was just like, it's like what? It's like I don't know. I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal, dude. No one. Let's be honest, boys. Most of the people investing nowadays, now the people who know what they're doing don't pay any attention to this, right? But a lot of people that invest don't give a shit about what the CPI is, the core CPI. They are buying the dip and they are selling on the rips. I don't know. What we really want to be watching is we have to watch inflation and interest rates, which interest rates, that means Janet Yellen, Fed, all of these crappy people, which I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even try to keep up with these people because there's literally like 3 of them every day. Like, good luck. Like, no, I don't even have enough time to do, that gas thing, that gas headline that you told me about. I don't even know what that is because I just spend way too much time. All my time is BNGO, man. BNGO research. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And the editing, right? The editing takes it. Geez, that's why I love the live stream, right? It's just go. You don't have to download crap. You don't have to burn your laptop, right? Yeah, but that was scary as hell this morning. That was so scary. Man. But anyways, yeah, I think honestly, I mean, unless there's anything going on after hours, which I don't think there is, unless you guys have any, I mean, you guys make sure you're asking any questions that y'all want, any questions that you guys want. I guess we could do some trading maybe if there's any good deals. If I see anything, we can do some, okay, so Microvision is down 1% after hours. I like that. I'm bullish on them, but I'm trying to find good entry points, something that I like enough to trade right now. I'm not seeing anything though. I'm not seeing Zomedica down a little bit. BNGO is inflation proof. Its growth will tower over inflation growth. Got to think long term of 3 to 5 years. I agree, my friend, but if we did get crazy inflation, like crazy inflation, that is something that could turn the Nasdaq and the S&P into a bear market. Also, the discrepancy between the S&P 500 and Nasdaq is huge, by the way. So there's an argument to be made that the Nasdaq should just have a correction just because of that, right? Because let's be honest, S&P 500 is supposed to be the best gauge for the economy, for every single thing, every single company, right? It's supposed to be the best gauge of that. It's not a great gauge, you can make that argument, but the Nasdaq can't keep going down with S&P going up. There's going to be a time where they both come back and meet each other, if that makes sense. If BNGO doubles, would you buy a new laptop? That's the question of the century, honestly. Yeah, I'm getting a new laptop. I'm getting a monitor or laptop, something cheap. I'll buy something crappy. I'm getting that soon, probably within a few weeks, if not sooner than that. So yeah, I'll be able to. Yeah, we'll get some added efficiency, hopefully, with that. So that would be good. BioNano is up almost at 1% after hours. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Dogecoin, God, Dogecoin makes me scared, man. Dogecoin makes me, every time Dogecoin starts running, I just think people are going to sell BNGO and go to Doge, It's held up pretty nicely. I mean, it really has. Oh my God, we got to bounce off the daily Bollinger Band. Now we're starting to consolidate, ready for, getting ready for the next layup. That's where the Bollinger Band would tell you. But if you look at the RSI, actually, the RSI isn't even that bad. I was gonna say we're overextended. We're not even overextended. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill Elon Musk. Elon Musk, you need to pump BNGO, not Doge. Come on. I tweeted him today. I tagged him. Pump BNGO. Seriously, I did. I like how every YouTuber is now just talking about crypto. I appreciate you sticking to your guns. I appreciate that, man. Masab, that is awesome. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if the YouTuber is going to be like, okay, Doge and Bitcoin is the new thing, let's buy the dip there, as opposed to buy the dip here and on these stocks, that's something that sucks. Now, if they're just doing like one Doge video, whatever, that's fine. I did a Doge live stream just trying to get clicks, literally. I mean, nowadays with the YouTube thing, it's like if you don't put some sort of, I don't know, if you don't put something flashy in the title or thumbnail, good luck. I mean, it's good luck. I don't know. I do that and I don't even get any views, right? Just look at me. Just look at our channel, for example, if you want proof of that. Anyways, that's kind of a total tangent. That does not make sense at all. Market prediction for tomorrow, another bloodbath. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Tomorrow's prediction. Well, it's going to depend. I hate to say this. I hate to be that guy, but it's going to depend. Here, let me get the bond yields pulled up as well. Let me get the 10-year up here. All right. So, right here. Oh, gosh, dang it, they're up. Bond yields are up again. Oh, this scares me a lot. But here's the thing. Bond yields, we're not even as high as far as the bond yields as we were when we were at all-time highs. So it's nothing to freak out about. But at the same time, I would rather this go down than up, But it's not going up by much. So, because people just pump in crypto because it's hot. Yeah, it does seem like that a lot of the time. I understand what you mean. But back to your question, back to the market prediction for tomorrow. That's a great question. It's going to depend on a couple of things, but I think it is more likely, and I know I've said this a lot. I know I'm a broken record. I know, right? But it's more likely that we're going to see some upside because we've got a discrepancy in the S&P 500 valuation than NASDAQ. We've got a too far, too fast. We've also just bounced off this SNDL level of support, which if we look at all the other 5 data points, or 6 really. I mean, you really have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. Really, you almost have 7, but we'll go with 6 to be a little conservative. Every single time you have a huge bounce. I mean, look at the bounce last time compared to this bounce. I mean, you tell me where you think we're going to go next. So it's like I don't know. Plus, this S&P 500 is way up here. Relatively, so to speak. If you know what I mean. Nasdaq's way down here. So even if the S&P goes down, right, over a couple days, the Nasdaq may go down as well, but it's eventually they're going to even out, and eventually the Nasdaq is going to climb over the S&P 500. I believe that. I agree. I agree with the people just pumping crypto just because it's hot. Yeah, chance here. I'm not seeing anything that I like enough to trade here. I would like if JMIA could dip like 5%. 5%. That's not gonna happen. Like 2 to 3, maybe 1% after hours. So I can add a little bit, maybe. Maybe. I mean, if I'm not even gonna do that, honestly. BNGO up almost 1% after hours. Yeah, there's nothing I like here enough. Okay, this one's okay, here you go. ASXC up 14% today. Oh, that's why it's down 4% after hours. Went up 14%. Oh man, I thought I finally found something to do a day trade with. Yeah, this one's actually holding up really well compared to everything else. This one's holding up really well. This should count as a high school credit. Honestly, it should. Let's make investing a required thing on the curriculum, but no, they would rather learn about freaking art as a required class. I get so pissed off about the curriculum decisions in education, and the time required for all that crap. Anyways, that's irrelevant. You can get me started on a tangent about just about basically anything. The Reddit posts on Wall Street Bets is a great question, my friend. So this is what we're looking at. Cade. We go to my profile here. This is it. We're at 393 upvotes, and we've got 387. Never mind. We got 1,000 awards, and I keep getting notifications like every day of 1 hour ago. The truth about BNGO. Okay, not that one. You son of a bitch. I'm in. After today, I can say I'm absolutely loaded on BNGO. I'm gonna just keep buying. Yeah, man. There are so many people that came. I mean, this thread is so long, but a lot of people said they bought. And so Wall Street Bets was a little bit interested in BNGO at least, but I've done everything I can do essentially with the increasing BIOL stop price. So I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Let's do the. I want to talk about the what do you call it? This stuff right here. Before we end. And this stuff, I basically talked about this in the first stream. I'm going to word it a little differently, so maybe it'll be interesting if you watch the first one and now you have to sit through it again. But warning, you may want to click off now because it's maybe a little boring. Anyways, my mistakes, right? I just want everyone, because I'm not doing a real video, I think, as of now, that's actually covering this, so I wanted to say it here because it's just not entertaining enough, I feel like, to make a video. Anyways, that doesn't matter. My mistakes. I've been wrong on a lot of calls. I've basically been implying BNGO has been a buy since, I mean, yes, I always say it's a long-term buy. Yes, I always give disclaimers. Yeah, blah, blah, yada, yada. Fact is, I was up 133%. Now we're down. That's the fact, right? So I just want to tell everyone that, I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers, not to give names or anything, but I've heard that Dead Inside is not posting a video now because all his picks are down. I don't care how far that my portfolio goes in the dirt. I'm in it. I told you guys I'm going to be the guy on the Titanic that stays with the wheel when the Titanic is dying, right? I'm going down with the ship if the channel and BNGO dies, right? My whole reputation, whole being, my embodiment is basically tied with BNGO, because if BNGO does well, channel does well. There's no hate. There's no shit, right? We were going to take a lot of shit today. I thought we were going to take a lot of shit today, but then everything did good, right? The pre-market, we were crashing. So anyways, that's what I was saying earlier. Also, my conviction, well, you guys already know, my conviction in BNGO is already, it's increased since a month ago, right? My conviction keeps getting higher. And this, yeah, so also the future BNGO and this channel possibilities. Okay, however, handle future mistakes just the same way. All right, that's kind of all I want to talk about there. I wish it was a credit. I'm taking 2R right now. Oh God, I hate art. And I hate art. I expect Yellen to destroy the market, but short-term BNGO may drop a little. But Yellen can't stop the worldwide adoption of the Sapphire system. Big money is starting to nibble at the current prices. You expect Yellen to destroy the market? Really? Well, here's my argument for you, Jameson, my friend. I respect that, but answer me this question, right? This is my question for you. Why would Yellen raise interest rates when the job report just got missed a crazy amount, right? In my head, I think the only way they increase interest rates is that we get our job numbers at least close, if not exactly to matching the pre-COVID job numbers. So why do you think Yellen is going to, why do you think that? We just got that huge job report miss, which should have been a huge catalyst for the markets, right? Because the Fed is going to keep coddling us and holding our hand as the market. But no, the market doesn't understand what it means. But I guess, I don't know. Did anything interesting happen? No, nothing at all. No, I'm being funny. I'm trying to be funny. But anyways, as far as the after hour, I assume you mean like during the close. Not really. The markets did pretty well. The markets held up. We didn't get a sour hour, which I love, because typically I would say sour hour is more common than power hour. I would say, especially with the last month, right? I mean, come on. But yeah, nothing really crazy. BNGO closed above, and it's actually pushing in the after hours above that 200-day EMA, sitting at 511, which I love. That's amazing. So yeah. Yeah, I agree with you that the worldwide adoption of the Sapphire system, you can't stop it, man. So yeah, that's kind of my thinking. Like, you can't stop the Sapphire adoption, so why fight it? You know, why sell now? Why sell all your position, try to raise it lower? It's too much of a risk. Sneak it up on that 524 resistance in aftermarket. If we get back to the 60s in pre-market, does it have any support? The 60s? Do you mean 460s or 560s? 524. I actually cleaned up the BNGO chart just recently, but what I want to see for BioNano is I want to see us break above this resistance level right here and confirm the breakout. Obviously, we are literally right now trying to break out above this decent level of resistance here. That's probably the most important thing. As we kind of move up, I'll draw the supports back again, but but this chart does look a lot more clean with it, you know, not having a ton of cluttered crap here, right? Yeah, I don't really. I want to see us close above and hold above the 200-day EMA tomorrow. I just want to see us hold above 519 tomorrow. Really, that's what I want to say. I want to see us close the day tomorrow above 519. That would be amazing for me, Ivana. In pre-market, does it have any, the 460s? I don't really understand the last part of that question, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do some quick plugs and get out of here, boys, because honestly, I gotta start working on the BNGO video for tonight, or else it's not gonna get done until way later. So, will we ever see you invest in crypto? Yes, but if you do, it's more likely to be indirect crypto, because I would love to have to be able to use BMEX. I don't even know what it's called, or some of the crypto 560s. Okay, let me answer that question real quick. 560s, yeah. So as a resistance, 560s. Let me see here. 560s. Yeah, there is a little bit. Yeah. There's definitely resistance at 560s. Yeah, there's a lot of. Yeah, as we get closer to that, I will draw. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna draw that up now. Just maybe I don't forget. But yeah, 560s, there's a resistance there. I mean, there's a big resistance. 580 honestly looks like a stronger resistance than 560 to me. But yeah, in that whole, I usually have a rectangle there for a reason, but just for the sake of simplicity, yeah, there's going to be resistance there. Absolutely, 100%. And if we can break, I mean, I don't expect us to really break 580 tomorrow, but I kind of do expect us to hold 520, 519. That's what I would love to see for BioNano tomorrow. Got a question for you. I've been selling out the money puts to drop my price average little by little. Do you think it's more auspicious to buy calls instead? I'm not the right guy for this, because I'm not an options guru. You honestly probably know more about options than I do, my friend. So please take everything I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But my option strategy for BioNano right now is leaps. Long-term calls in the money, not at the money or out the money, in the money calls that expire a few years from now, right? I have one that's expiring like in 2023. What strike January 2023 calls should I buy, lads? Something close to at the money, but still in the money. So 4 would be fine. 5 would be fine for me, I think. But it's up to you, my friend. I mean, everyone has different option strategy, and I'm not a guru, my friend. So yeah, please take the options advice I give with a grain of salt. I'm an expert on the shares trading and the technical analysis, not options. Options is it's crazy how esoteric options are. It's crazy. I mean, there's so many different types of options. I don't even know what they are. I don't even know what they mean. Like the iron condor, the butterfly, like all this crap. Like, what the hell? Yellen is in favor of higher rates that supports banks. Old money left the markets months ago. They buy during the collapse. You have to remember, Yellen is not the only person that's going to, it's not like Yellen says, oh, I want to raise interest rates, and then they just raise, she's going to have a little bit more. It's not an authoritarian sort of thing, But I hear you. I don't really know if that's true completely, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to take your word for it and just tell you that I think a lot of people in the Fed, including JP, believe what they say, regardless of if they are right? I'm not saying the Fed's approach to everything is right, okay? I think a lot of people don't like the Fed's approach, right? Just print money, the most interventionist administration, not administration, but they are super interventionist, right, with the government and the economy. But that's what they do, and I don't think they're gonna raise interest rates while the jobs are horrible, right? I don't think that's gonna happen. What are your thoughts on the AMC situation? Seems so crazy to me, and I don't see hedges getting out of that one, I think you said. All right, so AMC, let's check AMC really fast. All right, where do we got it here? Because GameStop, AMC. Oh man, these have been bleeding. Well, not really, well, kind of. Man, AMC's chart is so random. You can just tell this is just a crazy stock based on the chart patterns. Like, what is this? Yeah, but for this one, I don't know enough about the AMC whole situation. I like the calls. I like a lot of stuff with it, except a couple of things with Wall Street Bets, but mostly I like it. Well, options don't move the price up either. They enable hedges to short and profit. Thank you for the knowledge, Ivana. All right, so I think I'm going to do some quick plugs, honestly. I think I'm going to do some quick plugs, boys. I think we're going to end it. I think we're going to end the stream, boys. Do you all like the market close stream? I feel like the market open is so much more exciting just because, stuff actually happens. And by the market close, it's like nothing really happens usually, except like the last 5 minutes of the market. Like, where is it going to go? Is it going to be a quick, steep drop, quick increase, right? Those things happen. Today, we didn't even get that, and typically there's nothing really crazy that happens. There's not that much volatility in the close, so that's why I always do the open streams. They're just better. Who in the chat is hyped for Thursday earnings, lads? In chat for moral. Rockets in the chat for morale boost. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, man, that's going to be a fun time. It's going to be so fun. I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited at the same time. I'm going to be freaking out. I'm actually thinking of wearing an actual suit for that one. I'm serious, because it's going to be so fun. I'm so ready for it. It's going to be so fun. Oh God, I'm just repeating myself at this point. But yeah. Hopefully that stream can be very successful. Hopefully we'll have a good, screw the views. I don't care about the views. I want BIOL to be good. I know I sound like a conspiracy, but the money that backs Congress and the senators are on the sidelines waiting for the rate hikes. I'm in deep with BNGO. Well, how do you know the people that control the government, the people who actually, the lobbyists, right, the people who actually control it, or at least control some of it, how do you know they want the rate hikes? How do you know that? What's your synthesis, my friend? Hundreds of millions of fake shares being shorted by hedges, lol. Dude, the hedges have been shorting an insane amount. Anyways, yeah, all right, we're going to end the stream because I feel bad for leaving you guys here when there's no real action here to talk about, really. I mean, there's nothing really. So yeah, all right, boys, we'll do some quick plugs and get out of here. If there's any great questions that you guys have left, send them. Last call, get the champagne. Celebrating a little too early, my friend, but we'll see. I think we're gonna do really good, and I think the CEO, even if we miss on both of these, which I don't think that's likely, it can definitely happen. It's definitely a chance. There's definitely a decent chance that we get a miss on both. There's sure. But even if we miss on everything, CEO is still going to give us great guidance and great growth plans. Most likely, he does it all the time. Last quarter, he did an amazing job. So anyways, relevant information in regards to the title. I tend to watch me, Kevin, at open and close unless you are on. Yeah, me, Kevin, is kind of my direct competition for all the stock users. Me, Kevin, is kind of like the king of everything as far as like quality of videos, not necessarily for information, but yeah, anyways, that's kind of irrelevant. God, I get distracted so easily, don't I? That's a problem. BNGO is a safe long-term play. I did it again. All right, relevant information regardless of the title is done now. What do we do now? All right, everyone, this is actually really important. Please tell me if you're just joining now, GG, but improvement ideas for the channel. I want you to rip my channel to shreds. Tell me what we need to improve on. Is the lighting even better now? That's the real question. I think it is. I don't know. Is the lighting better now? I think it is. It could not be. I don't know what I'm doing. Is the audio good? Is the video quality good? Tell me. And thumbnails, titles. I need you to just rip the channel to shreds. Give me that negative feedback. I love negative feedback. Give me how can I improve the channel? Anyone. I don't care how mean it is, how harsh it is. Tell me your improvement ideas. Also, Genomic Revolution, BNGO was listed in an article that basically mentioned ARK owning BNGO right now, just not reporting it, which could certainly happen. We're going to be talking more about that later. And then lighting, I kind of already talked about that. So yeah, email me. You can email me those suggestions or just comment them on this video. I'll see them. I'll see them either way, most likely. So that's the email that you want to use if you want to email. So there you go. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Ivan. All right, man. All right, we're gonna end it. So, yeah, we're gonna end it, boys. All right, thank you so much, man. Leave the suggestions in the comments in this video, or not in the live chat, because I'm not gonna see live chat anymore after this. Comments of this video or the email auspiciousbusiness@yahoo.com. Will you drink a Corona for good BNGO earnings? I don't know. I don't know about that, my friend. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. That would be funny as hell, wouldn't it? Stream idea, rip guitar intro. Yeah, just like put it over the top. Oh, like an actual guitar. That would be cool, wouldn't it? But that would take a lot of time, and no one, let's be honest, no one likes guitar anymore. Guitar is boomer. All my generation thinks guitars are boomers now, but I love guitar. I'm a metalhead, and I love rock, classic rock, but no one else does. Everyone's a pop culture crap. I'm resisting the pop culture. Don't give in to the pop culture, boys. All right, anyways, that's totally irrelevant. Oh my gosh, I get so distracted. Thank you all so much. Make sure you watch the earnings live stream on Thursday. We're getting so close 2 days ago. Oh my gosh. And then the BNGO video tonight. All right, boys. Thank you so much, man. Make sure you drop your improvement ideas and ideas for any channel improvements, enhancement in the comments. Please tell me. I don't care how hard it is. Thank you so much, boys. All right, I'll see you all in the next one.